Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Friends, before going into the details of the war, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Please support by subscribing and turning on the notification bell. We are a strong community. Ukraine receives TRML-4D multifunction radar from Germany. German sensor specialist Hensoldt announced that it is supplying 4 of its high-performance radars in record time for DİZİ Defense's IRIS-TSLM air defense system, which is designed to strengthen Ukraine's defense capability. According to a press release from Hensoldt, as part of an order from DİZİ Defense worth a 2-digit million euro sum, one of the TRML-4D radars has already been delivered, with 3 more to follow within a few months. Thomas Muller, CEO of Hensoldt, said, "The situation in Ukraine requires quick and decisive action. Due to a serial production line and the commitment of our employees, we are able to deliver such systems to protect the population in the shortest possible time." TRML-4D uses the latest active electronically scanned array AESA radar technology with multiple digitally shaped beams. It is capable of detecting, tracking and classifying various types of aerial targets, with a focus on small, fast and low-flying and/or maneuvering cruise missiles and aircraft, as well as hovering helicopters. It ensures the rapid detection and tracking of some 1,500 targets in a radius of up to 250 kilometers. As purely German systems, Hensoldt's solutions are not dependent on foreign technology and therefore offer the highest degree of approvability and certifiability for operation in Germany, as well as the highest possible security of supply. At the same time, they are fully compatible with NATO's integrated air defense architecture. Iran condemns call for UN investigation into alleged use of its drones in Ukraine war. Iran has condemned a call by Western nations to investigate accusations that Russia has used Iranian drones in its invasion of Ukraine. Iran on Saturday strongly condemned a call by France, Germany and Britain for the United Nations to probe accusations that Russia has used Iranian-origin drones to attack Ukraine, its foreign ministry said. Ministry spokesperson Nasser Kanani said Friday's call by the so-called E3 group of countries was false and baseless, and that it was strongly rejected and condemned. Ukraine says Russia has used Iranian-made Shahed 136 attack drones that cruise towards their target and explode on impact. Tehran denies supplying the drones to Moscow, and Russia has denied its forces used Iranian drones to attack Ukraine. The government of the Islamic Republic of Iran, in its pursuit to protect its national interest and to secure the rights of the noble Iranian people, reserves the right to respond to any irresponsible action, the Iranian Foreign Ministry website quoted Kanani as saying. It will not hesitate to defend the interests of the Iranian people, he said, without elaborating. In a letter signed by their UN envoys and seen by Reuters, the 3 European countries backed Ukraine's call on Monday for a UN probe, arguing the drone use breached UN Security Council Resolution, UNSCR, 2231 endorsing the 2015 Iran nuclear deal. U.S. division ready to enter Ukraine in case of attack on NATO. We're ready to defend every inch of NATO soil, the division's deputy commander Brigadier General John Lubas said, as cited by the media outlet. Commander of the 2nd Brigade Combat Team Colonel Edwin Mataitis, in turn, noted that his troops, deployed to Romania, have been closely watching the Russian forces, building objectives to practice against, and conducting drills that replicate exactly what's going on, he added, according to TASS. In all, about 4,700 soldiers from the 101st Airborne's home base in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, have been deployed to reinforce NATO's eastern flank, CBS News noted. The commanders told CBS News repeatedly that they are always ready to fight tonight, and while they're there to defend NATO territory, if the fighting escalates or there's any attack on NATO, they're fully prepared to cross the border into Ukraine. The media outlet added, on February 24, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced a special military operation based on a request from the heads of the Donbas republics. In response, the West imposed major sanctions on Russia. In addition, Western countries started to provide weapons and military equipment to Kyiv, whose total value is currently estimated at billions of dollars. However, U.S. President Joe Biden has repeatedly stated that he has no plans to send U.S. troops to Ukraine. Invaders hit 2 objects of critical infrastructure in Mykolaiv region on Saturday morning. The enemy hit 2 objects of critical infrastructure in Mykolaiv region, 1 more in Odessa and 1 in Kirovohrad, the Operational Command Pivden, South, reports. In the morning, the enemy launched a massive strike from the Black Sea with high-precision caliber missiles at critical infrastructure facilities in Ukraine. In the southern regions, 4 such objects were hit, 1 in Odessa and Kirovohrad regions, and 2 in Mykolaiv. In Odessa region, 3 people were injured. Details are being clarified for other objects, it said in a Facebook post. During this attack, air defense forces shot down 4 cruise missiles over Odessa region, 1 over Mykolaiv. Lights go out in Ukraine as Russia launches massive strike Kyiv, Ukraine. Hundreds of thousands of people in central and western Ukraine woke up on Saturday to power outages and periodic bursts of gunfire, as Ukrainian air defense tried to shoot down drones and incoming missiles. Russia has intensified its strikes on power stations, water supply systems and other key infrastructure across the country, the latest phase of the war as it nears the 8-month mark. Ukraine's Air Force said in a statement Saturday that Russia had launched a massive missile attack targeting critical infrastructure, hours after air raid sirens blared across the country. It said that it had downed 18 out of 33 cruise missiles launched from air and sea. Several rockets, targeting the capital, were shot down on Saturday morning, Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko said on the Telegram messaging service. Similar reports were made by the governors of 6 western and central provinces, as well as the southern Odessa region on the Black Sea. The presidential office said in its morning statement that 5 explosive-laden drones were downed in the central Cherkasy region southeast of Kyiv. The western city of Khmelnytsky, which straddles the Bug River and was home to some 275,000 people before the war, was left with no electricity, shortly after local media reported several loud explosions. The city council urged local residents to store water, in case it's also gone within an hour, in a social media post on Saturday. The mayor of Lutska, a city of 215,000 in Ukraine's far west, made a similar appeal on Telegram on Saturday. Power in Lutska had been partially knocked out after Russian missiles slammed into local energy facilities, he said. The central city of Uman, a key pilgrimage center for Hasidic Jews which counted some 100,000 residents before the war, was also plunged into darkness after a rocket hit a nearby power station, regional authorities said on Telegram. In the capital and 4 surrounding regions, including Cherkasy, rolling blackouts came into effect on Saturday morning in response to the reduced power supplies. The state energy company Ukrenergo continued to urge all Ukrainians to conserve energy. Earlier this week, President Volodymyr Zelensky called on consumers to curb their power use between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. daily, and avoid using energy-guzzling appliances such as electric heaters. Over the past 2 weeks, Moscow has increased its attacks on key civilian infrastructure across Ukraine. About 40% of the country's electric power system has been severely damaged, officials said. Zelensky said earlier in the week that 30% of Ukraine's power stations have been destroyed since October 10. UAE allocates $100 MLN to Ukraine for humanitarian aid. The United Arab Emirates, UAE, has announced the allocation of humanitarian aid to Ukraine in the amount of $100 million, the press service of the UAE Permanent Mission to the UN reports. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.